Hi guys, hello my lovelies. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. Thank you so much. If you're an old subscriber, you know I love you. Thank you for always coming back. And if this is your first time seeing my video, oh my god, thank you so much for opening this video today, and I promise you're not going to regret it. While you are here, remember to subscribe to my channel, remember to like this video, drop a comment and share if you can. Thank you so much. So this is a client makeup transformation. Of course, I started off with cleansing her face with micellar water from Adventure Makeup, which is a Nigerian brand. Most of the products I'm going to be using on her face they are all Nigerian brands. Okay, so after cleansing her face, I went ahead to hydrate her face with Kiss Beauty hydrating spray, Kiss Beauty Fix, to add a bit of hydration to the face. After which I now decided to carve her brows a bit to remove the excess grow outs on her brow bone, because her brows were already too tiny. There was actually nothing to remove, so I was very careful. I was being very careful so I won't end up giving her a much more tinier brows in the process of trying to carve it. So the next thing I did was to go in with my moisturizer. This is a moisturizer from Blossom Makeup. It's also a Nigerian brand. This moisturizer is very, very hydrating. It's very good for dry skin. It's very, very good for dry skin, because after using it, it leaves this glow, or will I say oil, on the face. So this particular product, I don't use it on clients that have very, very oily skin. I opt for water-based moisturizers instead. Okay, so after applying the moisturizer, I massage deep into her skin. Give the face a little bit of massage and pampering. The next thing I did is, of course, you allow the moisturizer to sink into the skin before you apply your next product. So what I'm using now is a grip primer from msmetics, which is also a Nigerian brand, as you can see. Just like the name implies, it grips your makeup, and this is the mattifying primer. They also have the hydrating primer of this particular product as well. So after which, I also went in with my hand, to just put the products in the places that I needed to be. Then I went in with my classic primer. This primer is Nigerian Becca. Is a mattifying primer also, so I just used it on her T-zones alone, on the bridge of the nose, on the chin, then on the forehead, and then on her brows as well. That is the only places I used that classic primer. Of course, classic is a Nigerian brand, we all know that. Then my foundation, I used Huda Beauty and L'Oreal. Almost these two combinations, I cannot do without them. I so much love the outcome. Anyways, so those are the two foundations I used for her, and then I blended. If you have noticed here, I always mix foundations like I am a mixology. Anyways, so this is me. Just look at how perfect this foundation shade is for her. Hi, so I decided to use a lighter shade of L'Oreal for under her eyes. There was no particular reason for doing this, or I think at some point I felt the foundation was actually darker or something. So I decided to use a lighter shade of foundation to complete the remaining part of the face. But mainly looking at it now, the foundation wasn't dark, and the lighter shade of L'Oreal didn't really do much of a difference. Then I went in with my concealer from Elegance Beauty. Is a Nigerian brand. This particular concealer is nice, but one thing about it is that it dries out real quick, so you won't have to do the whole process of putting concealer under the eyes, like under both eyes, the chin, the forehead, the nose. No, it's going to dry out on you. So what I do is I apply concealer on one part of the eyes and then gently blend in immediately without even waiting, because that's the only way it's going to work out. If you allow it to dry because you want to get a full coverage, wait, it's going to dry and stay there and you will blend and get tired. Anyway, so that's just it. But the foundation, the concealer gets the job done, aside the fact that it dries out really quick. Yeah, so that's just it. So guys, I left a video on my channel last 2 days or 3 days, I don't know, but I left a video on how to edit makeup videos using CapCut. I've been getting requests on that. Do a CapCut video, is finally up. If you are yet to watch that video, better run now and go and open that video and watch it. Also, I have a picture editing video on my channel too. You can go through to see that particular video. And thank you so much. That particular video, oh my god, 10k views, like how anyway, it's all good. So at this point I was done. Of course, I was done blending out the concealer, and I kind of gave her face a little bit of lifting, you know, by taking it towards the what's it called, T-zones, by lifting up the concealer instead of just leaving it under the eyes. So it has a way of lifting the face. That's if you don't have that whole paparazzi that they used to put behind the ears. I don't know what that thing is called. I'm going to find out what it's called. So the concealer goes on the nose bridge too, and then you blend out immediately. Okay, so guys, remember, blending is key in makeup. Or blend like your life depends on it. Like blend like if you don't blend, this makeup is not going to be fine. Or of course, if you don't blend, the makeup is not going to be fine now. So you have to really blend and blend out harsh lines, which is the most important aspect of blending and makeup. Blending is key. So this beauty blender I'm using is from Alabama. Yeah, and the beauty blender is so nice. It has different shades. Like, I don't know, I wish I showed you guys how this beauty blender is, but half of it is kind of flat, while the other part is kind of pointy and oval, you know. So it helps you get the products where they are supposed to be. So right now I'm using what's it called, Merak Cosmetics, setting powder from Merak Cosmetics in shade Ginger, our baby, according to Laifa. Anyway, so I used it to set under her eyes. So all the places I applied concealer on, of course I used the setting powder to set the whole place. Yeah. So this is a powder brush from yglam Cosmetics. It's very nice and fluffy, and it's kind to the skin. Like, I love this brush. I use it to apply powder, and it gets the product exactly where you need it to be. It glides in so well. I used the Milani in shade Warm to set the rest of her face, which is what I am currently doing. Also, you need to make sure that you set the face properly. Like, set this face until you are sure that the whole face is dry, so that by the time you start doing your brows and when you be touching the face, you will not be smudging your makeup once the face is well set, like you won't have problem when you start doing your makeup. And when you start doing your brows and eyeshadow, you might not even have need to use a puff because the face is already dried out. So next I went in with this powder. This is a powder from L'Oreal Infallible. I can't remember the shade, but I know it's a darker shade. As you can see, your contour shade is usually 1 or 2 shades darker than the person's normal shade, which is what I am currently doing. So she already had a pointy nose. I didn't have so much work to do in concerning this nose contour. So I just basically followed her nose line already. So your nose contour should always start from underneath the eyebrows. Like, do you see how the V shapes that came from the beginning of the 2 brows then down into the bridge of the nose? That's how you shape out your nose contouring. Then after that, make sure you blend out the harsh line. So what I'm doing now is I used a lighter shade of powder to blend out the harsh lines. That's the line between the contour and the setting powder I used earlier. So I need to blend both of them together. Then I went in back with the same powder I used for her nose contour to also contour the cheekbones. Yeah, her cheekbones wasn't difficult to locate. Mainly looking at her, you know where they are already. So what you do is just to, a little bit of a darker shade to make it pop the more. Yeah, basically. How am I doing in today's voice notes? I've been running away from doing voice notes. Like, it's so draining, and my voice, someone said I should go and do voice training. Like, is it that bad? Is my voice that bad? Anyway, I went in with my fixing spray, Kiss Beauty Fix Spray. This spray has a way of bringing the whole makeup together. And if you watch my videos, you know I love spraying. Like, I can spray up to 3 to 4 times, even 5 times before my makeup finishes. So after the face dries out, I now went into baking using the same Merak cosmetic setting powder to bake her under eyes. Yeah, you know that this baking process is not necessary because it's the same thing as setting as well. This one is just, maybe you want it to not stay longer on the face. When you don't have time for all this baking process, and once you do your setting, you are good to go. So baking and setting is basically the same thing, just that the baking process, you are packing so much product. At this point, I lost my light. I had to do the brows off camera because there was no light, and my phone was actually burning up at that point. So I left it to cool down and also charged it a bit. Then I came back. I have so many brow tutorials on some of my videos. So if you want to see them, you have to go watch them. Also, I think I will do my updated brow tutorial, like my brow my brow process have changed. I'm going to do a tutorial on that very soon. Yes, so I did the brows and concealed, use a lighter shade of powder on the brow bone, and that's basically it. This is an eyeshadow primer from Vianage Cosmetics. So I just basically put it on the eyelid. You guys know the work of eyeshadow primer now. It makes your eyeshadow pop very, very well, like how they should. Nobody should even do an eyeshadow without an eyeshadow base or primer. If you don't have a primer, you can always go in with your concealer. It works. So after applying the eyeshadow base, I used the powder I used for the nose contour to blend out the beginning of the what's it called, eyeshadow base, to remove the harsh line. That's just it basically. I blended it into the eyebrows a bit. I hope it's understandable. So this is a smoky eyeshadow. I used blue. What I'm doing now is I'm transiting with brown. I mixed that's brown and what is that, burgundy? I don't know my colors, but anyways, you saw the 2 shades I used as transition, and I apply the eyeshadow like just round the eyelid. Don't go anything beyond that if you want to achieve a perfect smoky. Then I went in with the blue eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is so pigmented. It's from Avour cosmetics. It's also a Nigerian brand. Like, they did a thing with this eyeshadow. I love it. The pigmentation no be here. See how this blue is popping, like no stress. Anyways, I applied the blue all over the eyelid and then blended it together with the transition color. Yeah, basically, I love smoky eyeshadow. There was a season, like, I was actually doing it on most of my clients. Like, people literally started calling me smoky eye makeup artist. Like, I don't even know why I stopped. I think I'm going to go back to it. Yeah, it's just that most of the times, most of the clients, they don't really want all that, strong makeup. They always want something light. Hey guys, Mona, no mind this my hair that is popping out too. I was supposed to retouch my hair a day before this. I did this video, but for some reason I couldn't go, so I had to leave it for the next day. So I'm sorry, apologies. And my front hair has chopped finish. My front hair. Okay. So I blended that with a lighter shade of powder on the brow bone. That's just it basically for me. Sometimes then I think I later added a yellow eyeshadow on that brow bone, which I think I regretted doing that though, because this eyes is already okay like this. So when I added that yellow, I felt like it changed a whole lot of things for me. But we move. Yeah. So welcome back. So the next thing I did was to go in with this Cheek Pop. It's a blush from Vianage Cosmetics. It's very nice. Like, it gives this dewy finishing, and the effect that TM Essential Cheek Glaze gives. That's what this Vianage blush gives as well, and I love it. Like, look at the pop. Like, a little bit goes a very long way. Just blend in. Make sure you're blending in properly. And of course, that your blush goes on top of your contour now. Then you blend both of them together. I like adding a little bit of blush on the nose bridge too. I love the warmth blush gives to the face. If you know me, you know that I love blush. Anyways, I decided to add pigments. So here I was adding my glue. I went in with the glue first because I really wanted the pigment to pop very well. Then I went in with a pigment from Candy Beauty line. I can't remember the particular shade. Maybe I'll put it in the description box so you can see. So look at how popping is looking already. Like, this pigment automatically changed this makeup for me as well. I think I would have preferred leaving it just the normal blue, just like that. Like, but it wasn't bad anyways. Yeah. So the next thing I did was the lips. Of course, this is Becham Ageless lip palette, my favorite of all times. I used brown and something that looks like nude, orange nude, kinda. Yeah. I don't know my colors. As a makeup artist, why wouldn't a makeup artist know their color? Chidera. Mamula no vest, but look at the palette. I know we are picking off the colors from. Okay, Odima. Biko, if you are still watching this video, that means you like what I'm doing, and you have not subscribed. It's not fair. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like and please comment. Leave a comment. Give me something. Tell me something I'm not doing right. If there is any, help me correct them. Thank you for the support that you've been showing this channel so far. I mean, 500 and something subscribers. That's a lot of milestones to achieve in a year. Because who am I? What am I even doing on this channel? Anyway, men and brethren, it's time for the glow up. Just look at this glow. So this particular glow is from fayregold cosmetics. I've had this in my makeup kit for a very long time. A little goes a long way. If you make mistake and pack plenty, you will ruin your makeup. But a little goes a long way. Look at that glow, guys. Anyways, this is the end of this makeup, I think. What else did I do? This is basically the end. So I was just touching up where I needed touching, a little bit of highlight on the brow bone to make it pop, on the bridge of the nose, on the tip of the nose, on the chin. I think I did not put on the chin though. I forgot. It was when we started taking pictures that I remember that I did not put highlight on the chin. And the one I added on the forehead was actually big. Like, I had to use powder to tone it down. So I used this lip gloss from Adventure. This particular one is from Adventure Makeup. Lip gloss is brown, so I wanted the same shade of brown that I used in outlining the lips. Yeah, after which I went in with another one, for a lighter shade of lip gloss from Beauty Line by Didi. This lip gloss is everything, like everything. It's so glossy. And the color, they pop so well. Yeah, I went ahead to arrange her hair and she wear it. Of course, okay, this is setting spray from Flawless Ivy. So this spray leaves a dewy finishing. It gives a dewy finishing, actually. I think I used 2 different sprays though. I later used the Fayregold all-nighter on this makeup. I don't know how I feel about that all-nighter yet. Like, this is my first time using it. I'll have to use it on another person to see, because I didn't like what I saw. So I fixed her lashes. This is lashes from Chee lashes. Chee lashes is my favorite brand of lash to use. Like, it gets the job done. Look at those lashes. The lashes are lashing. Mascara for the under eyes. Don't forget to always do this. It has a way of changing the makeup. It's a game changer, and especially if you take your time to do it and make sure that they are really, really popping. For clients that can stay, some of them they cannot. So, men and brethren, at this point, she was all glammed up. She wore her wig and she was just giving me this black American vibe. Did you guys see the picture I posted on this YouTube status? Like, look at this. Anyways, so this is the end of this tutorial today. Thank you so much for joining. Also, remember to subscribe. Remember to like this video. Remember to drop a comment. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a lovely day.